Hey everyone, just thought I'd do this real quickly. Just a bit of a 1080 version of what I just did, but give you just a quick summary, a quick web recommendation, or basically a quick 1080p version. Um, like I said in the video previously, that what you can see in 4K if you have 4K television or 4K monitor. Mr. Internet Man has a new webcomic out featuring his, I guess you could say, his established character of mascotted character of Demonica. It also features minor dash alterations original character Agent Ruby Walker. And if you follow both of their pages on DeviantArt, basically, and I'll provide links to the comic, the web comics I'm talking about, or recommending, as well as a minor dash alterations page as well. But anyway, if you do follow, the pages on DeviantArt, basically, Minor Dash Alterations has been doing a series of stories. Minor Dash Alterations does a lot of stories with a similar theme, a little different here and there. Like I said, here and there, but like I was trying to say, she's been well renowned, mostly well viewed and subscribed to on DeviantArt because of her stories based on Demonica, which introduced her character, Agent Ruby Walker. Long story short, after they've met, basically both characters, they went from being like a bit of adversaries or rivals to basically becoming lovers. In other words, Ruby wasn't sure about Demonica, untrustworthy of her. Time went on, Demonica proved herself, and the rest is history. Well, it was through all these stories that I even was able to keep communication with both. And minor dash alterations kind of hinted, and this was even hinted at in one of the later chapters. I think it was chapter 6 of the Demonica series. That basically, like I said, that basically something was going to happen. Something was going to happen. Minor dash alterations told me that Mr. Internet Man might have something big in mind. Kind of like I said, there was something hinted at in chapter 6 of Minor Dash Alteration Stories, where one of the lines that was given by Demonica in one of her disguises, because she can shapeshift, and everything. Like I was saying, I was just watching Wrestling with Greg's review on ECW Heatwave 1998. But anyway, like I was saying, actually, what I'm trying to say is there's a hint in the story. I think it was chapter 6, a line where Demonica in one of her disguises, because like I said, she could shapeshift. Basically hinting that she should give control to Ruby. Basically, give Ruby some control over her powers, because basically what's going on here is in this story, this part of the story arc that Minor Dash Alterations is writing. Demonica is starting to learn some new abilities, and one of the abilities is she can actually drape herself over somebody and absorb them basically into her body. And basically she can cover them like a suit, from head to toe. And what happens by doing so is she takes the person she's covering from head to toe and converts them into additional mass that helps her be able to do more than she normally could. And again, long story short, what happens is Ruby becomes infatuated with this to the point that, like I said, something is hinted at in the, like I said, in one of the later chapters, that we might see something down the line. And like I said, Minor Dash Alterations kind of mentioned this to me, I think. And this is what we get, which is the new story, Walk on the Wild Side. And basically, Walk on the Wild Side is where Demonica is basically saying, hey, I'm going to show you something new that became even new to me. And she's able to basically share her abilities with Ruby. She doesn't have to absorb Ruby into her body like she did in the other story. And one of the things one of the things that Mr. Internet Man does is he has been drawing some exclusive pictures to go with the stories that Minor Dash Alterations has been doing. So anyway, long story short, like I was trying to say, um, it was basically one of those pictures that he was drawing for the story, as well as for his page, his own page to upload on. There's a picture. It's basically a series of pictures where Demonica covers Ruby, and she's able to share her abilities with her. Well, here, because of the bond together, the close bondness and the love for each other, Demonica has um, Demonica has learned about these new abilities she has, and one of them is she can share her abilities with somebody else without having to absorb them, or without her having to absorb them, or them in a sense absorbing her in some way. So yeah, she is able to share her abilities with Ruby. Long story short, she's able to turn them both into slime girls, and the rest is history. Basically, they basically have a lot of fun with the new powers, or with both being slime girls. They're having fun melting down into goo, lying on the floor, swirling around each other, becoming one big mixed coloring of red and purple, like sea flowing around. And then we get to a point that by tomorrow, when it gets concluded, a lot of folks would guess something happened that pretty much would be the end result. And that's, if you're a fan of fusion or merging, like I said, if you're a fan of fusion or merging, you might be happy about possibly what we will see or may not see. Again, again, we don't know exactly what the end result is going to be, but it's a pretty good indication of what it is, of what we're going to get in the conclusion tomorrow. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd come on here, recommend you guys check out this new story by Mr. Internet Man, and story Walk on the Wild Side, as well as check out Minor Dash Alterations page as well. And really, that's all I can say. If you want to watch a more shorter version of this, check out the 4K version. I say just about the same kind of stuff there. I just added a few more here, but go ahead and check that one out. Or if you have the time, check out this one as well. So, till next time, guys, God bless. Take care. I'm out.